Hello, my name is Professor John Benjamin. This is Game Design at West Virginia Wesleyan College. All right, today we're going to talk about blueprint classes. And last time, if you recall, we did a level blueprint. We created like a little wooden house. So let's pick back up where we left off there. And you can go ahead and open up that same project that we used from the last episode. All right, so let's start there. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to create a blueprint class. And so it's different. So it's not a blueprint that's applied to the whole level. We're going to apply a blueprint to a specific actor. And essentially we'll be creating a custom actor. So in today's exercise, we'll create a customized light actor that blinks. All right, so let's get started. Here we have our house. Let's begin by going down to our content browser. And we're going to go to the starter content and look for props. And here's the SM lamp, the wall lamp. So I'm going to drag one of those out there. Okay, and I'm going to need to rotate it. And let's make it a little bigger. So I'm going to scale it up to 2. Oh, it's pretty good. So it's a pretty big house we've got here. And let's go to the top so we can make sure it's lined up. Oh yeah, it's not lined up. Let's line that up with our house. And you can see here though that that blue line is our house and I've got it snapped. And let's go back to perspective. And now we're going to need to add a light to our lamp. Oh, so let's name our lamp first of all. Rather than LM lamp wall, we're going to call this door lamp. And let's drag out a light. We'll drag out a point light. I'm going to put it right in there. Because remember, the lamp itself doesn't give off light. You have to have a light actor that gives off the light. And let's name this point light door lamp light. And remember, the naming system that you choose can be whatever you like. It just has to be intuitive. It has to be something that your teammates are going to understand. And you're going to be able to navigate and find. All right, so let's go change from perspective to top again. And let's make sure that light's pretty well lined up. That looks good. Go back to perspective. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to group them. So here, if I click on my light, see I've got my door lamp light, and there's my door lamp. And if I simply just grab the lamp, and now they're grouped. So if I select the door lamp, the light will move. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some behavior, some interactivity. Well, not interactivity in this case, but we're going to add some behaviors to this light. So we're going to select the light itself. And we don't have to select the door lamp, just the light, because that's what we're going to add a blueprint class to. And then come down here with it selected, and we can say add a blueprint. Now we need to add it and put it in this particular place so we can find it. So let's go ahead and create a new folder. We'll call it My Blueprint. So before we do that, let's hit Cancel. Let's go back to Content down here, and then just go ahead and say New Folder. I right-clicked, but you can also say Add New. New folder. Oop. And I'm going to call it My Blueprints. Again, it's very important to have a system for your folders and your content to organize it so you can find things. So you want to keep your blueprints in your blueprints separated from maybe other templates and things like that. All right, so let's go back. We've got our door lamp light selected. We're going to click Add Blueprint, and we're going to make sure it goes in the right place. So I'm going to click right here and navigate to the My Blueprints folder. All right, hit OK, and select. All right, and so a couple of things that are different with blueprint classes versus level blueprints is that you have a few other tabs here. The first tab is just the viewport. You can take a look and change certain parameters in the details panel for your specific actor. The next one is the construction script level. We won't really talk about that today, but that really helps perform initialization on the actor to prepare it for gameplay. We're going to really stay in the event graph, and that's where you're going to do most of your work for all of your blueprint classes anyhow. All right, so here we have the event graph. We are going to right-click. And the first thing that we want to locate is toggle visibility, because we're going to make this light blink. So we're going to go type in toggle visibility for light component. And this is another difference between level blueprints and blueprint classes. You can see here already a light component is already associated with this function. So if I click on that, you can see automatically our light is already here because that's where we are. We're adding a blueprint to this light actor. And toggle visibility is just that. It will toggle the visibility of an actor based on its initial setup. Toggle visibility will toggle a parameter of an actor based on how that actor is initiated. So in this case, a light defaults to on, and the toggle visibility will then turn it off. So the thing we want to do is we want to create a blinking light. So we're gonna create a delay. So I'm going to go down here and right-click and just type delay. All right, and here's a delay, and we can set the duration. Now, the other thing, as I just mentioned, we want to be able to determine when this actor, when we start the game, is it going to be on or is it going to be off? And most likely, we'd want it to be off, and then it toggles on. So in order to do that, we have to put another node in here that determines the default, determines a different parameter from the default. So the light will default to on, but I want it to be off. So just like last time, I'm going to go ahead and right-click here, and I am going to say set visibility. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here. Things can get a little messy, so I want to start kind of cleaning them up. And of course, because we're dealing with a blueprint class, the point light component is already targeted to the set visibility. I'm going to move that over there and move this up here. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell the blueprint that when the play begins, we're going to set the visibility. And here's where we set it, on or off. All right, so I want the set visibility to be on, and then I want there to be a delay. And then I want the delay then I want it to toggle to off. All right, let's make the delay 1 second. All right, and so kind of walking through here, let's kind of group these up a little better. You can see them all. So again, this is walking through what we've created here. We have an event begin play. So when we start the game, the lamp, its visibility will be set, in this case, to off. And, oh, I have to check that, sorry. Check it to off. And then there'll be a delay of 1 second, and then it will toggle on. All right, so let's give that a try. We can hit compile and save. And if you want to move this graph editor, we can just kind of move it down, and so we can see our viewport, and then we can go ahead and hit play from here. Oh wait, it's on, and then it turned off after the delay. Okay, because I checked it to be on. All right, so let's go back. We want to set it to be off, and then it'll turn back on. Okay, so let's go do that. So I'm going to hit stop here, come back down here, check the new visibility to off. All right, compile and save, move it down here, and play. So it's off when it starts, and now after a delay of 1 second, it turns on. All right, cool. So remember, that's what set visibility is. So if we don't want it to be, I have to stop. If we want to specify, not the default, we want to specify it being off, we need to set visibility. And delay does just what that does. It just delays it for a specified amount. And then toggle will just toggle on or off based on the initial setting. So in this case, it's off and it will toggle it on. So what if we want it to blink? Well, we just have to create a delay and then create a loop. So I'm going to go ahead and drag an output wire from the output pin of toggle visibility. And I'm going to connect it down here to the delay. And then that's going to create a loop. So every time it's going to delay, and then it's going to toggle it to the opposite position, from off to on, and vice versa, so on and so forth, and for 1 second. All right, and now let's compile and save. And we're just going to move this down a little bit so we can see it, and hit play. All right, so now it starts off as off. We did the set visibility as off, and then there's a delay, and then there's a loop. And so now you can see this action working, and it's just going to keep on blinking, forever. Okay, so I can hit stop and save, and I can close out this graph editor. And there we have it. And that is Blueprint classes. Okay, see you next time.